morning guys, it's Grizz. Today I am at Donington Park. I've been invited by Bennetts Motorcycles to do a Bennetts Rider Confidence Day. So yeah, I'm being invited down here. We've got the lovely instructors from the Shires Motorcycle Training Company, and they are putting us through our paces. We've literally just rode down here, about to start some exercises. So first of all, we're going to start off with some practicing of an emergency brake, rolling on from 30 mile an hour. One of my only kind of problems I have on the Hayabusa is that I'm not 100% where 30 mile an hour sits on my speedo, because I've got different gearing, so I'm gonna gauge it a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. You alright?
You won't be given the signal to brake. He'll expect you to brake where the two yellow cones are.
Cool, mate. No worries.
Okay, young man.
Thank you. Right, taking it up to 30. Think it might be a bit more. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we didn't want to. Oh, geez, no. I don't use the back, that's the problem.
So I don't do the front anyway. Concentrate a little bit on the front. We'll explain that all well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's dead easy to lock the back up.
Yeah.
But well done letting go.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, locking at the back. See, this is one thing I do want to actually gain from today, is that I don't use the back brake, and the reason for that is I had an accident many years ago, and it involved someone pulling at me, and I had to do a really big emergency brake from like 60 to stopping point, and I ended up, I didn't have enough room to stop, and yeah, that basically caused me to lock up the back and come off the rear, or come off the rear brake, and ever since I've been like paranoid about using the rear. So I'm 100% sure I'm gonna like learn a bit now.
Just for this next one, because what's happening is you're looking at the back.
Yeah.
And it's putting off the front. You're doing perfect, and then you're like, that shit, what's going on? Let's forget the back for this one.
Yeah.
Just concentrate on the front. I want you to, that's pretty good actually. I want you to literally go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then squeeze as hard as you can. You got ABS?
No.
Okay. But it'll still be alright.
Yeah.
Get 1, 2 and then squeeze.
Yeah.
That tie's going to go like that. If you lock up, you know which one it is then. The only downside to this, the back end can...
Yeah, is that quite steep, so there's not a lot of weight?
Put a little bit on the back, it holds it down a bit.
Yeah.
But just be conscious of that.
Yeah.
If you go, just let go.
Yeah.
Let's have a go.
Cool. Right, so now this one I'm just going to use just the front, which is actually more what I prefer. They also said to leave it in first, so let's see how we get on with that. See how we go. Leaving it in first and just slamming on the front. I mean, not slamming it on. You don't want to slam it on. Slam it on could lock it up.
Now we've got the front figured, literally just a little bit on the back. The book says 75, 25, I'd say 90, 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
The front gets stopped,
Yeah.
back just dragging along.
Yeah.
So you did a little stoppy there, that's a bonus. Right, so over there, mate.
Cheers, mate. Right, so now we're going again, and we're going to do it on some wet road. They shut down some water on our braking point. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if I don't slide it. Should be fine. Should be fine. We'll be all right.
Heavy on the back again.
Yeah.
A bit late braking actually.
Yeah.
You did brake, it's alright. How do you feel about the wet?
Fine. It's actually more the rear. I've had years of not using the rear, so it's
yeah,
like.
If you do, I literally just got
Feather it.
It causes more problems.
Yeah.
I reckon if you stopped to 100 meters and then let's say 100 mile an hour, whatever.
Yeah.
If you said, oh, I'm not using back brake, you stop at 98 meters.
Yeah.
102, sorry.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It just stabilises the bike.
Yeah. Right, so off we go again. Second one, this time I'm just going to use the front.
Is that any better?
Yeah, slight lock, but yeah.
Did you back your front lock?
Yeah, slightly, yeah.
Because now you're starting to understand the limitations. Therefore you can control it, so it's got to be smooth. Aggressive. Overall, do you think that's improved you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you feel as though you improved it? How did you do on that one?
Yeah, I just locked the back a little bit, but he said I corrected it. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The back don't do much, to be honest with you. But we know now how good the front is and what we can do with it.
So, with our braking practice session completed, we return to the Bennetts launch pad for a break and more training with Chris of Shires Motorcycle Training.
So there we go, guys. I'm out now. I've got my instructor talking to me on my shoulder like a little parrot.
Okay guys, so on the circuit you've got a mixture of corners and bends, yeah, quite a bit of variation regarding how tight they become. You've also got one long straight, so you can pick a little bit of speed up on that section, and then it's all about your braking, timing of your braking, application of your brakes. Most important thing of course is, maintaining control of the machine as you're going round, using your head and your eyes to try and keep everything horizontal as you go around the corners and bends.
So I'm quite liking this. This is quite kind of tracky. Quite tracky.
Okay, now you will get around the circuit a few times today because you've got about a 15-minute session on here, so it will repeat itself a little bit. And looking forward to seeing how that booster handles around these corners and bends, especially with someone being that little bit tighter. Should be fairly easy going for you, so, especially with the bike you're on, as high as that and those nice big wide bars.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Bus is loving it.
Okay, booster looking around there.
All good.
Really good.
All good, mate. Thank you. I keep thinking he can hear me, but he can't.
It's the usual thing, isn't it? Hit your corners and bends. If you're going to go that little bit lower, just push down that little bit harder.
Right, you are.
The main thing is to keep your eyes on the circuit ahead. Look for the furthest point as you're going around. Okay, turning into the tighter bends, sometimes the recommendation is you can cover and throw a little bit of rear brake if you wish, if it helps the stability of the machine. One of the things I sometimes mention is to physically lock your elbow so your arm locks in the direction that you're turning. So if you're going into a right-hand bend, lock that elbow, push down then through the shoulder, through the arm and into the handlebar. And also remember you can repeat that process with your foot on your footrest. So right for right and left for left, as simple as that. Just a question there, my boots. Have you managed to get out of first gear yet?
No.
I tell you what, Boosie, you're following this circuit beautifully, with your eyes looking at the position of your head as you're going around. You're looking early, you're planning early. Looks quite effortless.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did you get out of first gear?
I did actually just leave it in second, but yeah, I've changed the gearing on this, so it's a little bit more peaky, but yeah.
I do CVTs on my DL, on my V-Shock.
Nice.
Leave it in second.
Yeah.
I just sort of mentioned that little dab on that front brake, going into that corner. If it's a bit of a habit, sometimes we do, sometimes we cover brakes, etc. But you know what? To me, the idea of just feathering that little bit of rear brake, need it. That's the thing that's going to help your situation into a corner. It's just a general light application. So quite often when I'm doing these sort of roads out there on my bike, you know what, yeah, let's look ahead, let's think about it, the tighter it gets, you know what, sometimes I just have that couple of extra support if I need it. You've heard stories before about front brakes into corners and bends, and if you apply it, what happens to the bike? It tries to sit up, it's the first thing it's going to do. Yeah. You know? But you know what, I thought some of those turns there, because we've got limited
to lock.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The way that the body positioned itself on the machine. Yeah, it's really good.
Great stuff.
Really good.
Thank you. Thank you. Right now we are doing an avoidance technique. Basically, yeah, like steering around as though there was an obstacle in front of you. So this manoeuvre, it might look quite simple, but to be honest, I mean, yeah, it's simple, but it's the kind of manoeuvres you don't really get to practice a lot. And yeah, you know, is, I guess, key to the name of this actual course is rider confidence. It's building that confidence for that when you do end up in that situation, you are better kind of, or you're more confident to deal with it. So yeah, I think that is real key thing that we're learning here today is actually getting that confidence up that you can do those maneuvers if you need to, and yeah, you've kind of got that experience under your belt as such, you know. We're off again. Let's go. Right, so we've just had a session all talking about braking and steering again, and then we're off again for another sesh.
So just hold back a little bit, yeah, let's see that bike accelerate a little bit, go on. Show everybody, wow, go on. Get them brakes on, nice
Get on the juice. I haven't got to be told twice to get on the gas.
Again, what we were saying about the corners and bends, yeah, it's all about your preparation.
Yeah, mate.
Get everything set as you go in, nothing needs to change once you're in there. If your preparation's done and your planning's done, the corner itself should be a fairly easy thing to get around. Remember, if we're locking arms going into corners and bends and pushing down, feel the weight come through your shoulder, all the way through your elbow and into your bar end. And remember, your foot can do the same as well.
And he's got a good point. You really, it becomes more kind of conscious that you don't really think about it when you're riding, but you actually are. You're like keeping that arm, whichever you're turning into, you're keeping that corner. If you're turning into a right, you're keeping that right arm straight. Going into a left, you're keeping that left arm straight. See if I can get a bit of gas on. Go for a bit of gas again. Let's get some gas on that straight. Let's gas it. Let's gas it.
Well, I'm going to do the same for you, yeah. That's it. Get that bike moving. Beautiful. Gentle with it. Brake. Yeah, lovely. I'll tell you what, Oxo, yeah, just watch you coming around those last three bends just there, and that was, you know what, perfectly smooth. Looking at the position of the body and everything you did with the bike there was excellent.
Thank you, mate. It's an absolute pleasure to ride this bike, doing stuff like this. It really is. It's such a flickable, throwable, great bike. I really do actually need to try the new one, I think, and just compare it a bit. See what it's like in comparison.
That looked and sounded lovely just then.
Does sound good.
Here it go a little bit further. I'm not talking about this circuit, any other day.
Yeah, you need a longer circuit. And apart from the kind of start finish, well, the line where I'm accelerating, apart from this bit here, so I'm accelerating here, and then I'm coming off, I'm on the brakes, but apart from that, that is the only time I'm touching the brakes, just in second gear and just gliding it around. But this thing is just, the bike, it just, what this is teaching me, it is giving me, again, it's just giving me confidence in this bike's abilities, because it really can just take it so well like this. It's surprisingly easy to throw it around, and just when you feel you're maybe going a bit too quick, we're done.
How you feeling? All right?
Yeah, good.
You'll love the next session then. You'll want the perfect bike for the next one. U-turn.
All good, all good.
If you want to make your way back up there, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so now we're practicing U-turns. Okay, mate.
If I could change anything, I'd look out a bit more and keep it going, because you tend to slow down just for the last second, but that's brilliant on that.
Cool.
Yeah,
Superb, apparently. You always get one show off on the GS, don't you? Oh dear. So it's going well, guys. Just practicing these U-turns. I'm getting a bit of cramp in my hips, probably a bit dehydrated. Trying to get the fluids going in, but it's going well. This bike is just easy to ride, even at these low speeds, doing U-turns. I think it's having that confidence not to get on the brake as well, and just kind of have faith in the bike that it's not going to fall over.
that's it, boys. We're all done, ain't you?
Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And yeah, just make your way over there.
Thank you, mate.
Hey, pleasure.
Cheers.
Yeah, good. Thank you, mate.
Oh, look at this sexy number. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, all good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, no, it's really good.
Picking stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on two wheels for over 30 years, but even so, it's just not things that you do on a regular basis, you know?
Yeah, that's the problem. So we can brake when we're going around the corner. If the corner gets really tight, can we continue to brake?
Okay, just a bit of fun this time then.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's have it.
you've done everything else, so just get out there and enjoy it.
Sweet, mate.
You don't need too much information from me now.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so you heard the man. It's time for some fun. Time to get out on the track. So we're ready to rock. I've been instructed to just go and have some fun. I think I can do that. I'm good with that one. Yeah, so it's just a case really of just putting today's experience together, getting all that confidence and just putting it together into one nutshell. And yeah, getting out and having a bit of fun, bit of flipping fun, isn't it? It has been a fun day. I mean, you know, there are things I guess that I've been doing today which are obviously, you know, things I've been doing for many years, and a lot of it, you know, I kind of know. A lot of it I do without really thinking about it. But when you start being more thoughtful of it and more mindful of it when you're riding, you then, you know, it's only ever going to make you a more confident, more happy rider. And if that transfers onto the road and makes you safer and happier, then that is a good thing. And I've been a big advocate over the years. You can ask Taffy what my thoughts are on being confident, and being a confident rider versus a non-confident rider is night and day. And from a standpoint of enjoyment, it can completely transfer your riding experience. You know, I think I had quite a lot of years where I wasn't very confident, and I don't think actually I think there was some time I didn't necessarily altogether enjoy it so much, and it wasn't until I become more confident in my abilities, the bike's abilities, that I actually started to enjoy it more. And that is basically what we want to do, guys, isn't it? What is the point in us riding if we're not enjoying it? First gear, start, finish. Nice. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, you got to enjoy it, guys. It's got to be fun. And, you know, if you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? And this, I think, is a perfect opportunity to really brush up on your skills, to really kind of make you a bit more confident, a bit happier, and yeah, make you safer. You know, what is there to lose? So I'm recommending this, guys. I really am actually recommending this course. Come along. If you are insured through Bennetts, you can get it reduced. I think it's £79 through Bennetts. And if you're not insured through Bennetts, I think it's something like 99 or maybe 89, I'm not sure. But yeah, check it out. I will put a link up to Bennetts. I'll also put a link up to the guys from Shire Motorcycle Training. They've all been absolute stars, and yeah, really enjoyed the day. I've definitely learned a few things. I'm going to go away and I'm going to practice more on my emergency braking and get that rear into use again. Start using the rear, because it's something I don't use. It's something I got afraid of. I got kind of scared off of years ago when I had an accident, and yeah, I think it's something I need to bring back into use again. So yeah, do it, guys. If it makes you safer, if it makes you happier, if it makes you more confident, then that can only be a good thing. And I've really enjoyed today. A massive thank you to Bennetts Insurance, Motorcycle Insurance, for putting this on for me today, free of charge. Very nice. Thank you, guys, muchly appreciated. Yeah, and obviously the guys at Shire Motorcycle Training. Yeah, really appreciate this opportunity to come out and brush up on some skills, gain a bit more confidence, and have a bit of fun. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I definitely am going to go away with a new kind of found level of enjoyment and confidence in this bike. I'm really pleased for that. Thank you. And I think almost I could actually kind of take this into first, because I think we could have those revs, a little bit more engine braking on that last corner. So I'm going to try a couple of laps in first. Little wheelie, this baby can pop. Puts a real smile on your face, this bike. There's a lot to be said for that.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Thank you very much, mate. Awesome. So guys, that was an absolute amazing, awesome day. Look, there's all the bikes going around Dollington Park. I do believe the next stop has to be one of these, a track day. Grizz needs to do a track day. That would be just awesome, wouldn't it? Quite exactly how I'm going to do that, I'm not sure, but I would love the opportunity to have a go. A lot of fun today. Here's the Bertha. Let's get on home.